Hello, YouTube. Marco here, walking the trail. I want to cover how to, if you're traveling, how do you do it? How do you do it with a fixed income? Um, for me, I'm doing okay fixed income wise, but there's some people that have 50. I hear so many people where that $1,500 a month is all they make that they've got. Well, can you do it? Yes, you can. To give you an illustration, I spend more money than this on a whole, but I wanted to see if I could do a whole month travel and what it would cost me. $913. That included everything. Now you got to understand that I produce my own power with my solar, but that included my gas, my propane, my cell phone, my travel, everything. $913 for the month. Now that's not the norm, but I mean, if you don't move around, it's certainly $1,500 a month. You can do it quite easily if you just time your moves and stay your 14 days, where most places you can stay 14 days before you got to move. Now there's a lot of people that ruin that for people because they try and stay there all winter and things like that. But anyways, how do you make money on the road? Here's one. Get yourself a Windex, wipes, an 8-foot ladder, and find one of those 4-legged ladders or one of those accordions, I guess. Then you would want a 12-foot so you're not setting your ladder up on a window. But you go to a small town, you find a business that has first floor business, no second floor, no third floor, and you go in and $70, you clean their windows inside and out, and you do a good job for them. Make sure you do a good job. And you may even get a tip on that if you do the job right and you're friendly enough. Oh, I've got very fresh deer tracks here. I'm right ahead of the deer. I mean, right behind them. But they'll stay out of sight from us because I'm talking. But they're not afraid of me because I come here every day, 5 times a day. But anyways, so that's one way to make money. What's another way to make money? Go down to Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, all those that sell the walking behind kit that you stripe parking lots with, and they're not that expensive. And then you get the paint, which is upside down spray cans that just fit right in the thing, and you pull the handle as you walk, and it sprays as you pull the handle. And you get 2 different colors. You get the blue for the handicap and the yellow for the lines. And then you get your stencil. So it's not a lot of money tied up into it. I would imagine $200 and you're in the business. Now I don't know. Oh, here's a little guy. But anyways, years ago, probably it was probably 15 years ago, or maybe yeah, probably 16 years ago. I looked into it a little bit, and it was like $45 for a parking lot that has 70 spots in it. So I would do my research today to find out what you could make on that today. I imagine ChatGPT or something could answer those questions for you. But that's another way to make money. Now, another way is to do up a flyer. Do it on your phone. You can do it right on your phone. Do up a flyer that says police, ambulance, fire. Make it look snappy, like this is an emergency type of thing, and put on there, help. Identify your address quickly to response units, and then have a picture of an address painted on the curb and say $35. Write a check to Mark, whoever you want to write it to, and put it in this envelope that I'm leaving, and tomorrow morning put it on the door, your front door, and when you come home from work tomorrow, the your address will be painted on your curb. And I usually charge $38 for that. Now that's cheap because you've got stencils. How much are stencils? You can make stencils. Um, so you need just two colors, black and white. Now you can get real fancy on, say for $149, you can get the red, white, and blue, or you can get, if you're an artsy type of person, you can really do it up. But I'm not an artsy type person, so I would just dot 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 done, dot 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 done. But use good quality paint, because what happens is you get referrals. Now, I would find a nicer neighborhood that has nice curbs on it. And then I would walk around and hand them out. Now, for every 100 that you hand out, I would expect anywhere from 3 to 4 more fresh deer tracks. I'm leading them around here. 3 to 4 envelopes on the door. And when you do a good job. How else would you make money? This one's not making money, but this one is. A lot of people say, okay, I just need enough. I don't need an income, but I don't need an outgoing either. So they'll go to work at the Corps of Engineers as a volunteer. You don't get paid, but you get a full hookup and you get the amenities of the place. The showers, there's washer, you have to pay for them, but there's washer and dryers there. And Corps of Engineers, 9% of the time, and I don't know what the percentage is, but it's over 90%, has water. It's nice to be around water. Very relaxing. And once you get into the Corps, I volunteered for 60 days, 90 days. And that was only because I didn't want to travel around that winter. I was enjoying southern Georgia. But they said, if you're going to do it regularly for 6 months, we want to do a background check on you. I said, let's do the background check on me. And boy, once you get in their system, I had 3 phone calls to work around this country. Beautiful locations, but I don't need the hookups. I produce my own self, everything. So I get the freedom. But if I had to, that's certainly the way to go. And I would find myself a nice place like my buddy John Barton. He spends every summer in Yellowstone as security. So he just drives around. There's all, and there's, I've got other ideas too, but don't be afraid to go out there. I mean, you can always do like I'm doing and try to do it online. And I'll help you through that too. Just subscribe to me. Hey, that's a good idea. Subscribe to me and follow me along and see how I develop. Because right now I'm just a ham and egger. I just turn it on, point it at my face, and I figured out how to do a walk up here. So I have my face and you can see as we walk the nice trail that we've got. But anyways, hit like, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.